Hello again, world. Josh Pillault again. Coming with a little bit of a different video this time. This is going to be aimed specifically at the RuneScape community because, needless to say, I'm getting lots of questions from the RuneScape community, particularly the old school community because that's the one that I play. So I figured I would talk a little bit about my history with RuneScape, etc., etc. I'm often asked when I started playing RuneScape. I think I mentioned in another video. 2004 is when both me and my little brother started playing RuneScape. I was 11 years old. I had not yet turned 12. And I mean, man, it immediately just like consumed my imagination. I had never really known that I had a penchant for the kind of RPG games of that sort, other than Pokemon, obviously, which I worshipped from age, 7 or whatever. I was born in '92, so. Man, I mean, I remember like 3 days later at school just drawing like bronze medium helmets on paper, thinking that they were cool. And I remember coming to Lumbridge off Tutorial Island and finding somebody that was wearing like level 70 or something, wearing like mixed up rune and addy armor, and I just had no idea what it was, and he was so beast. And man, just so many of my great memories from my childhood are on that game, man. From age 11, like I said, I really put in time on it. I mean, it probably was 2 years before I actually knew how to gain skills, gain experience properly. And I still don't train efficiently. I'm saying just like properly, when I was like, okay, clicking on these things and killing them is what raises my attack or my defense or strength level. And I just learned so much about the internet, man. And I learned how to type really quickly from playing that game my whole life, That's the game that taught me how to type. And I mean, when I say we started playing in 2004, man, I remember the good old days, like the bank sale days. Y'all remember those? Apparently, old school didn't have the G at first, so I guess lots of people are going to be claiming that. But I remember bank sale. We used to say Banak Slay because people would always type it all messed up. Back in the days of the unidentified herbs, man, just units they'd call them, 1K each flat. Don't know what they are. No grimy and picking off and stuff. I remember when whips came out. I remember when barrows came out. I remember the day that Slayer came out. Me and my little brother raced home from school. I was in 5th grade. We hadn't been playing that long. We've been playing like a year or something like that. I think I was in 6th grade at this point, actually, yeah. And we ran and we both logged on, and I was probably in my like late 30s, like level 37 or 38. And we saw the Slayer skill, and I was like, "Give me the computer! It's my chance to be the first in the skill. I'm gonna get started now, and I'm gonna beat Zezima." And like I was so fired up, my little level 38 self, like I was gonna get 99 Slayer first. I just had no idea how it worked, And then like a month later I had like level 11, and I was like, not too bad, not too bad. Sorry for the bad audio, by the way. I'm having trouble finding a program that can accept the audio from my microphone and the video from my webcam, so let my 2012 self catch up with that. Yeah, anyways, man, RuneScape's been a part of my life forever. I love the game, man. It's always captured my imagination. Just the rumors when I was a kid. Like, I remember watching that old 2005, 2006 A Friend video where he's talking about he heard that rumor that Greater Demons and free-to-play drop party hats. Like, I just remember the rumors like that. Like, I remember wondering where dragons were and always hearing there were dragons in the game. And, like, other than Elvard, you could go find them. And rumors of people having dragons in the sky above them. And, like, man. I remember also my first or second, I think it was my second account on Tutorial Island. I did not know that you have to, there's fishing spots. Right there. Isn't that crazy? Everybody's going to laugh at me, man. I was like 11 years old. I didn't know that there were fishing spots. I thought you could click on the net and then click on the water, and then like it would just kind of automatically. And I was sitting there with like tears in my eyes, man. Like why am I not getting the shrimp this time? Because I burned the first one. Every time I burn the first one, what is going on here? I was just like rage quitting as a kid just because I didn't know. And then I noticed the sparkly spot, and I finally clicked it on accident. And then probably like 3 days later, I realized there's specifically fishing spots that you click on to fish for fish. Didn't know. Also remember getting all fired up with my brother when we'd probably been playing a few months, and I told him I was going to get all level 99s on Tutorial Island. And I mean, my highest skill was probably 20 at that point, but I sat there making bronze daggers on Tutorial Island like, oh my god. For what was a long grind for me back then, it was probably 30, 45 straight minutes before I realized I was stuck at level 3. And just making all these bronze daggers and dropping them. Game's always been adventure, man. I met some of the best friends of my life on there. My mom wigged out when I was like 12 because I called my good buddy on the phone, Dave. His username was PhantomX55. I've always hoped that he would see one of these videos and realized that this was me, that Josh, man. I was once too fly back then, man. My very first account ever was Alien. It's got to be coming up a couple more months from 15-year Cape status, but it'll probably be hard for me to get into. I can't get into any of mine. All those are RuneScape 3 now. So yeah, back on track with a question. What do I think about RuneScape 3? I call it World of Warscape. Not interested whatsoever. I logged onto the account that I got muted, the one I made the threats on. Paul Gilbert was the name at the time that I made the threat. I logged onto there, and I couldn't even figure out how to split the chat. You know, how to like make it come up in your corner. I was clicking the button for it and stuff, man, and typing was even strange. And I had to switch accounts first, by the way, because that account is permanently muted still. And I had given it away, so I had to recover it. I'm not interested in RuneScape 3. I don't like the style of it. If I wanted to play video games like that with the number pad, I would have played World of Warcraft if I wanted to play World of Warcraft. I wanted to play RuneScape because it's RuneScape. If you want to train every skill and just jack it up and switch them back and forth and hybrid and tribrid, that's on you. Everything's free, and I'm so glad they came out with old school because it's my favorite game. Been grinding fairly hard lately. I've been on kind of a melee and specifically strength only Slayer grind. So I just got 88 strength and recently got 77 Slayer. Finally starting to see good profit from the task that I get. The Cuirass or whatever and the Dust Devils, those are all. Gargoyles are wonderful, loving those. Starting to see some good profits, man. I'm really showing some gains. I'm gradually working towards base 60. I've got 5 skills that aren't level 60 right now. And whew, I already got agility, but man, that rune crafting, boy, I hate to be that rune crafting, man, I tell you. Least favorite skill in the game. At least RuneLite makes agility almost sort of AFK, sort of. People ask what my favorite skill in RuneScape is. Mine is Slayer now. It used to not be that, but my buddy Tanner, who owns the Tan CC that I hang out in all the time on RuneScape, he really always was pushing Slayer on me, and just like every time I'd say I was bored on the game and I didn't know what to do, he'd be like, Slayer man, Slayer man, Slayer man, and I just kept doing it and doing it. Then I started getting returns on it, and I started getting good combat levels for it, and I'm just like, oh man, I'm down with it. I'm down. People always ask me what I think of the updates to old school that weren't there whenever I got arrested, or back, you know, the ones that are old school exclusive but are now part of the game, like the Abyssal Bludgeon, Zaya, all of Zaya, get to that in a second, Winter Toad, Winter Tide, however you want to pronounce it, all kinds, there's so much more than that, but raids, obviously. I think that they have done an absolutely excellent job of continuing the game in the pattern that it would have gone had they not started ruining it. No offense, Jagex. I know some Jagex employees have watched these. I think that like people complain about weapons being OP, but the fact of the matter is that our level cap is 99 for any of our combat skills. That's not going to change. They can't increase that. That's kind of pre-EOC-ish. So the thing about it is that as the bosses get stronger and stronger, if they want to keep improving the challenge, they have to improve the strength of the weapons. You know, I mean, it makes sense. It's like an RPG, you know, I mean, so it's not like it's OP, it's just necessary until these things get easier that are now considered difficult, etc., etc. Yeah, so here's a controversial point. I don't go to Zaya, Corrend, whatever you want to call it. I don't go there at all. Everybody, it's so convenient, it's so convenient. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm not dissing anybody that uses it, and I hate that people get this upset when I talk about it, but that's just kind of easy-scape seeming to me. Like, all the stuff that it helps you do, it's so much better XP at this and this and this. Like, we got along fine without that before we had that, so, like, I'm just going to, I don't want to necessarily do all these skills bursts and stuff like they weren't when they first came out and how we used to do them. I don't know. I don't want to do ensouled heads. I don't go to Zaya. I know there's a lot of stuff I'm missing out on, tons of XP per hour, but I'm pretty sure that every skill that I can train there, I can train elsewhere too. It just kind of, maybe that increase per hour is good for some, man, but just, I don't know. I'd just rather dodge it, man. I don't know. That little bit wigs me out. I'm not sure what it is, but I don't mess with Zaya, Corrend, whatever you want to call it. I do very much enjoy bossing. I'm gradually getting the stats. I've been pretty much strength only for the past like week or so. Like I said, so I'm with the 88 strength, 400k XP till 89. I'm going for the 90. Then I want to get 85 attack, and then hopefully bring the defense up to 80. So gradually getting towards bossing stats without having to mass them like I do with my clan. But I got sick RNG, dude, to the RuneScape community. I've had the sickest RNG. Ask the clan, man. I got a let me pronounce it how everybody else pronounces it. Draconic Visage from Iron Dragon the other day. 1 out of 10k drop. We went to Bandos the other day with like 5 of us and got Tacit's second drop, and then 30 minutes later got VCP. I did 2 Czar tasks today, and less than 300 kill count. Got 3 Obby Capes, Obby Maul, and an Obby Shield. 1 out of 512 drop each of those, so the odds are insane. My RNG's been on fire, so I'm pretty sure Jagex is saying, sorry that you went to prison for dicking around on this game. So big shout out to God Ash for rigging my account to be able to have this wicked RNG. Thank you very much. Alright, okay, the big question that I guess I had forgotten and now I'll get around to. Am I going to make old school RuneScape content? Yeah, I guess I'm going to, but I'm not going to put it on this channel. This channel I'm going to continue doing things, even though the views died quick on my other videos after the first one. I'm going to continue in the vein of like the real life type stuff, FAQs and things of that sort. I'm going to come with a prison series stories and stuff like that, a prison story series. I'm going to put my RuneScape content on another channel. And this is my plan with this. I'm not really high level to be able to do new content type of stuff, you know. Obviously, I'm never going to set foot in Theater of Blood. That's in-game content, and that'll ever be in-game. So I kind of would like to focus on the guys that were popular, like their style. Back whenever I first got into RuneScape YouTube videos, like Skychi and Tanoob Show, theirs were more not combat, good grief. Theirs were more comedy oriented, and like Skychi had the Paranoia series, was hilarious. And Tanoob Show, Noob Junk, it was really funny. There was a lot of comedy oriented stuff to keep ourselves entertained, you know. And I might get involved in challenges and stuff. Like I really love the work that Tanzu and Vitoso do. Their stuff is really cool, really awesome. I'm a huge Torvesta fan. Everybody in my clan chat knows that. He's come in there and said what's up to us, and I PM him and stuff, and really cool guy. C Engineer was in the clan chat the other day, said what's up to me. It's been insane, man. I love his sense of humor. See, that's another good example. C Engineer. I think his sense of humor is great. I think his content is really, really funny. So maybe that's kind of more of the stuff that I think I'll be doing, you know, is more entertainment kind of stuff, and maybe public trolling or reactions or something, you know. Nothing trolling too bad. Don't get scared. No, I'm not going to be threatening anything going back. So yeah, I play all the time, man. I get a lot of hours in. The name is The RS Felon. The RS Felon. I'm not sure if anybody's tried to yoink any variations on the name, but it's The space RS space Felon right there. Yes. You can join my clan chat. I don't think anybody's ever in there, but if people hang out in there, I'm going to eventually have to jump in there and moderate some people. So invite your friends if you want to start a clan chat in my clan chat, but I hang out in the Tan CC. I think that's like the 14th time that I've posted his name on my channel. Let's go for a number like 32 shout out for Tanner on my channel. Hang out in the Tan CC. Yeah, come hang out with us in there, not mine. If you want to go to mine, somebody eventually PM me and tell me it's getting wild in there, and I'll come in there and make some of you guys some mods. But until there's a community, I don't know. Just come hang out with us in Tan. I'd prefer that because I'm a mod in there anyway. So, all right. So I'm calling my other channel the RS Felon. I think I have to have a certain amount of subscribers before I can officially give it like its own name and stuff like that, you know, and whatever. So I'm just going to post a link in the description here. I would really, really appreciate it if all the RuneScape players that have subscribed to this channel, please show some love and go over there. I plan on making a video soon. I guess it really depends on how many subscribers I get. If I get like 4 in the next week, it's not going to really be the most inspiring, but I'll still try to deliver anyways, just for the love and support I've already had. So, putting all my old school content, only old school RuneScape stuff, not on RuneScape 3, on a separate channel, the RS Felon. So, if you're a fan, please check it out. Please subscribe to that one too. I promise soon I will. I plan on doing the whole 9. I've already done several drop parties and stuff like that. I actually have a really good one on footage, but I'm just not really sure what I'm doing yet. I screen captured like the whole screen, and I don't know. It's kind of hard to see it in my editing software, and I think that I might have messed it up. It'd be like you'd have to full screen watch it just to. I'm not sure. I think I messed up some ratios. Let me fiddle with it. Let me fiddle with it because that was from donations that I got. I got scammed for the 3rd time in my RuneScape history. It's been playing since 2004, and last week I actually got scammed. 25 years old, just did 5 years in prison, and I got scammed on RuneScape for the 3rd time ever. But before that, I had quite a bit of dough from people giving me presents, mostly gold, because when people give me items, I use them. I don't give them away. I don't sell them, none of that. If you want to come drop off Bandos Tacits for me or something, I already have a set, but I'll keep them in my bank until I need them. You know, I'm not a scumbag like that. I try to utilize the stuff people give me. One dude started buying me 99 fishing, so I have a ton of tuna in my bank, but I'm satisfied with my 70 cooking right now, but I've got the tuna for when I need them. So yeah, I've done some big drop parties already. Shameless self-promotions when I did it. I was like, hey, I appreciate it. I don't know if you guys heard of me, but I'm the RuneScape prison guy, and thank you all for all the YouTube videos, and here you go. We did like an 18 mil free-to-play one. That's the one that I have the footage of. It wasn't just me. I put in like 9 or 10 maybe, and then a bunch of dudes. It was a lot of fun. That's the kind of stuff I want to do, you know. So if you're hanging out in Tantan CC, when we do the drop parties, I always let people know. And I like doing drop parties. It just depends. Right now, my cash stack's like 1.5 mil. I got plenty more than that in items. Don't be worried about me or anything. But my cash stack is very low. So I'm not going to be jumping off there buying a ton of God armor and stuff like that. So, but I do enjoy giving back to the community. I'm going to try to do good content videos. I would like to have a community that can get involved with me if I need help with videos, like crowds of people or something like that. I plan on delivering, guys. Thank you for all the love and support. So. Biggest problem with me serving that 5 years is could have got level 60 agility.